Hey. Oh, now I can see my hair better. Here we go. Hello. This is OptiMystic Xzavia, tuning in for my first time on spirit readings. So I'll say this again later. If you're watching from Spiritual Events Directory or my business page, I'd love you to put your comments over on spirit readings if you can on that page. So if you go just search spirit readings, you'll be able to find me. So I can see your comments and if you want a reading later on too. So I'm just going to comment hello to make sure comments are working since it's my first time on this page doing readings. Awesome. Good. All right, I'm just going to give it a bit of time and see if anyone's around. I know it's a beautiful sunny day. Not many people are going to be one to sit inside watching live, maybe. But we'll see. G'day, Fran. Fran's not outside enjoying the sunshine, maybe. Maybe I should have been doing this live outside. It's such a beautiful day here. Depends. Are you from Melbourne, Fran, or are you somewhere else? So you're probably like, who is this newbie on here? G'day, Sue. Awesome. Thank you for tuning in. If you had a read of my little blurb that I wrote before I started, I'm OptiMystic Xzavia. I'm a psychic medium, spiritual mentor, spiritual coach, massage therapist. I do lots of things. I have lots of tools in my kit. I just specialise in basically helping to teach you how the universe is really working for you, not against you. The laws of the universe, attraction, keeping it shiny, balanced, and just being in flow. That's what I love to teach. There's so many things, helping you with your inner god or goddess, your sexuality. I love helping children as well, especially kids that have got lots of things going on, to teach them to ground and manage all the things going on in their head. Yeah, lots of different things. So I thought a good theme for doing my weekly readings on here would be to teach you a little bit about how I do things and all the things that I know. So I'll have a different topic every week. So I'm going to start off with the very first thing I teach when I'm doing mentoring with one-on-one with my clients if they want to learn how to become psychic. So I just wanted to start with the grounding and connecting to the universe and opening a third eye. This is I do this before I start any work with any of my clients. So I thought that'd be something fun and we can do a bit of a meditation. I'm sure some of you already have your own routines, or maybe you're already doing these kind of things yourself. You already might be psychic. And you don't need to learn this, but it's nice to sometimes learn from different mentors and how they do things, and you can incorporate. Well, I definitely do that myself with all the different mentors I have. You incorporate all your favorite bits from all the different people that you learn from, because there's no definite rules with spiritual work that you have to do things a certain way. If anybody does tell you have to do it their way, they might be a little bit egotistical. It's very much open to interpretation and how things make you feel and what resonates with you. As long as you imagine, you create. So as long as you have an intention that something is working and something is happening, and you can try to visualize it if you want, that's all you need to do, and that's what's happening. That's also why it's so important to watch what you think and what you say, to make sure that you're really on the right track and you're attracting what you actually want, because you attract what you talk about and think about. So imagine if you only whinge to complain in your head all day, what are you attracting back to yourself? Eek. So I just want to add, because I'm doing cross-posting for the first time. I hadn't even heard of it before I started doing this. Now that I have a Mac, I can do that apparently. But that means I can't see comments. I'm doing this from the Spirit Readings page. So I can't see any comments on my business page, OptiMystic Xzavia, and I can't see any from Spiritual Events Directory. So if you're watching from one of those pages, it'd be great if you clicked on Spirit Readings or search Spirit Readings and watch live from there, because then I can see your comments. So later on in this hour, I'll be doing readings for people, and I'll get you to post questions, specific questions, with my oracle card deck called Energy Oracle Cards. They're really great for specific questions. If you're not sure how to word it, I'll help you. So I'll get through as many as I possibly can. And hey, it's my first first live on here, so there might not be heaps of people watching, so you've got a really good chance of getting a reading anyway. Yep. So I'm just going to have a look on the other page in case anyone's been saying hello from my other page. And if you've got any questions about anything that I do or anything like that, please ask. It doesn't have to be like reading related. Tell me where you're from or what you've been up to. Do you love, are you a bit of a readings junkie like I used to be before I started doing this as work myself? I used to watch lots of live readings and try to get mini readings all the time on all different pages, which is great because it's all the help you can get, hey?
One of those pages.
Oh, and I just had the sound up. Whoops. Oh, look, yes, there's people commenting on Spiritual Events Directory. Hi. I'm looking on my phone, so if you can click and go on to spirit readings, that'd be fantastic. So I can see them all in the one spot. But I'll try to look between my phone. If you're on my business page on Facebook, please come over to one of these so I can see them because I can't. 3 devices might be a bit too much for me to look on and try to find all the comments. Hi. Just cool. Lots of people. Awesome. All right, we've got enough people that I'm going to get started then. That's really cool. I'll try to keep up between the 2 comments if you don't move over to the one page. That's okay. So I encourage you, Spirit Readings is the same company as Spiritual Events Directory, so it's a good one to get to go like both of them. So you can be, you'll see some of us on both pages as well, which is really cool. All right, so I wanted to just explain a little bit about how I connect to the universe and how I ground myself before I do any spiritual work. I believe it's very important to do both. Some people are very much all up here and they just focus on connecting to the universe and they don't ground themselves. So this is how I got taught, and I've tweaked it a little bit with different mentors over the years of how I like to connect. And so you might resonate with this and might want to do this kind of process yourself, or you might not like it. You might have a different way that you like to connect. Does anyone actually have a bit of a routine? Does anyone do some grounding and connecting on a regular basis? I'd love to know before I get started what you do, or if you do anything at all, or if you're just like, what is she even talking about? Let me know. Cool. If anyone's asking for cards, I will be doing some card readings later in the next half an hour. So if you just want to hang out for the readings, that's fine. You can jump off and come back. I don't mind at all. No judgment. I will be doing that a bit later. But right now we're going to learn about connecting to spirit, grounding, and opening a third eye. Some people aren't even sure how to do that. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Okay, here we go. You found me. Awesome. Cool. I'm excited to meet some new people. I do readings on another friend of Spiritual Events Directories, our wellness community, and I'm there every second Wednesday night. So I'm really excited to be part of this group too now, doing readings middays every Tuesday. So awesome. All right. So we're going to do like a mini meditation. So hopefully you're somewhere quiet. You don't have to have anything quiet. There's all these rules about meditations. Well, you can have your eyes open looking at a candle if you want to, as long as you sort of can focus and try to like push away things that you don't need. So there's no rules. Some people find it really hard to visualize and focus when they're meditating. So this is just how I do it. So when I'm talking about what you visualize, you might see things differently, and that's totally okay. And you might see nothing. As long as you have the intention and that's what you're doing, it's happening anyway. It's just intention. That's all you need, all right? So I'm going to close my eyes because I like to visualize with my eyes closed. All right. So you just take a deep breath. So I'd like you to imagine, if you've got your feet on the ground, that makes it a little bit easier for you to visualize. If you don't, that's okay. It just might be a bit easier if your feet are touching the ground. You can take your shoes off if you want to. So imagine that the center of the earth below you is a beautiful, bright red ball of energy, which it is, energetically, like the base chakra. So your base chakra is red, and we're connecting with the earth to keep us grounded and safe and protected throughout our day. Okay, so imagine the red energy of the center of the earth. We want to imagine this beautiful red energy streaming up from that core of the earth, up through the universe. Sorry, up through the earth, not the universe, up through the earth, And it's going to split off in two and then enter the soles of our feet. So it's going to gently enter the soles of our feet and travel up our legs, up our thighs, joining at the hips, at the base of our spine where our base chakra is. This beautiful red energy is keeping us grounded and connected to our base chakra. And that beautiful energy is going to slowly flow up through our other chakras. We have the sacral chakra under the belly button, our solar plexus around our stomach area under the ribs, up to our heart chakra. And as this beautiful red energy is coming up, it's healing anything that needs healing, connecting us, making us feel part of Mother Nature, part of Gaia, part of Earth. Up to our throat chakra, then our third eye, and it slowly makes its way up to our crown. Then it gently shoots up from our crown up into the universe, joining the Creator, or God, or Spirit, or whatever you would like to refer to it as. Now, a beautiful golden white light comes down from the universe, down from the Creator. And it slowly starts wrapping itself around this beautiful red energy as it comes down through the universe, through the roof of wherever you are, slowly entering your crown chakra. You can imagine it like a candy cane or a barber's pole. Not getting in each other's way, just slowly swirling around each other. As a golden white light enters your crown chakra and slowly makes its way down to your crown, a third eye, then your throat chakra. Cleansing, connecting you, making sure with the highest intention that only beautiful heart-centered energy is coming from the universe into your energy field. Down to your heart chakra, your solar plexus, down to your sacral chakra and your base chakra, where it now splits off at the hips and travels down both your legs. While you're here, you can also imagine it splitting from your heart chakra down your arms as well. So you've got this beautiful red energy and the golden white light through all your limbs and every area of your body. The golden white light will travel out through your feet, joining underneath, and then traveling down into the earth to meet the beautiful rich red core of Mother Earth energy as well. Now while we're here, we'd like you to bring your attention to your heart chakra. Get this beautiful energy flowing all around it. And I would like you to imagine that every time you breathe in, then out, as you breathe out, you're expanding the energy of your heart chakra out. Every time you breathe out, you can imagine it getting bigger and bigger. So it's as big as you, creating a beautiful energy bubble around you. But you can keep going. It's not just about you. You can send this beautiful, protected and safe and shiny, heart-centered energy out to as big as your house, as big as your suburb, as big as Australia, if that's where you're watching from, as big as your country, as big as the world. Just sending love to anywhere that needs it. And you have more than enough because you're connected to the earth and you're connected to the universe, so it's never ending. And you have this beautiful intention to help as many people receive some of that beautiful energy as you can. Then if you like, you can imagine retracting that bubble back towards just around you, but as you're bringing that energy back, you're leaving beautiful bits of healing energy everywhere that is needed. Like little snail trails of beautiful energy everywhere all over the planet. Now I'd like you to bring your attention to your third eye, which is just in your forehead, in between your two eyes, a little bit higher. Now I'd like you to imagine you're turning on your third eye, but there's a spinning wheel appearing in front of you. You can imagine it any way you like. It might look like one of those game wheels with different colours. Could be like Wheel of Fortune, if you remember that show. It can be wooden, whatever you want. And spinning just to wake up your third eye. Then see if you can imagine it turning into a screen of some kind. Could be a TV screen, a movie screen, just a blind in front of a window. And to open it to make sure it's clear, you're going to clean or clear the screen in some way. So see if you can imagine wiping it or cleaning it, spraying with water, throwing fairy dust, whatever the heck you want to do to make this screen nice and clear, because this is where you're going to visualize things inside. When people say they see things with their third eye, they don't always mean they see it, like you don't see it out in front of you with your actual eyes, you see it in your head. So this is one of the hardest things to learn when you're first starting out, is to learn the difference between your imagination and what you're channeling. So we want to keep this in a screen as clear as we can. Just visualize giving it a bit of a wipe down, waking it up. And if you want to have a little practice, you can see if you can visualize something on that screen. I remember starting with a red ball, and I would see if I can see the red ball and see if I can make it bounce or spin or blow up or roll away or something. See if you can control what it does, and then just see if it does things by itself without you actually asking it to. That's the difference, really, if you can do that. And if you can't see anything right now, it's okay. It's practice. The more you do it, the better you get it, just like anything. Beautiful. Okay, and that is all. You can open your eyes when you're ready. If you haven't, whew, makes my eyes water. Okay, so you're ready to go. I'd love to know what you thought of that. It's a bit different to how other people, you might have done it before, or how you see things in your own head, if you have a good imagination, if you're visual when you meditate, all that kind of stuff. Please give me, I'd love to know if you were able to visualize anything at all, or if you had a hard time or was just relaxing. I had the intention set that even if you felt like you wasn't doing anything, that you're all getting connected above and below anyway, regardless if you felt like you didn't do it right or something. Like, again, there's just no rules. That's just the way I was taught, and I've changed a little bit to focusing on the heart chakra and expanding that out as well. That bit I added in as well, because I want to come from a heart-centered space and make sure only things with good intention enter into your energy field when you're doing this. Good, I'm glad you found that relaxing. Is that Laura Lou? That's a cool name. Beautiful. No worries, Casey. Oh, you like the spinning wheel? That's good. You saw trees. That's really good. A lot of people see trees because that's a grounding energy. Sometimes it's actually easier when you're doing the grounding part with the red to imagine you are a tree and the tree roots are coming out of your feet and then go all the way to the center of the earth and anchor you and ground you, and then the red energy can come up through that. So you visualize it however you want to. All I can hear is a whippersnipper outside. I hope you guys can't hear it. It's loud. Awesome. Yeah, so I find it's very important, because if we just focus on the top half and just connecting to spirit, you're not really protecting yourself and not grounded. Sometimes, I know I've had many clients who they might be so open-minded and shiny, but they're not very grounded, so they would believe anything. I could tell them there was fairies flying out of their bum and they would believe me, because they're just so up in their head and gullible, which is just, it's beautiful energy and really optimistic, but it's just a bit too much if they're not grounded and practical and have the questioning. But then I have the other end where people are so grounded and practical and analytical and don't believe anything, and they're really, really skeptical, which is okay too. It's just really important to have that balance and to learn. It's about duality, it's about the masculine and feminine energy, left and right side of your brain, above and below, it's all that balance in our lives. So yeah, it's good to just be able to do both to help you. Anyone got any questions about that? Does anyone have a hard time visualizing anything, or do you have a different technique that you like to use at all? Let me know. I'm going to have a sip of water. Matches my hair. Cool, cool. I'm just checking out some. Oh, I got someone from Brisbane. I'm just stalking you all. So I'm in Victoria. It's a beautiful sunny day here. Awesome. All right. So we'll move on to doing some card readings. I'm sure you're all hanging out for that. So I have my oracle cards here. They are energy oracle cards. This is the deck that I use if any of you have seen it before. Okay, these are really great for specific questions. So I will not be doing general. So if you say you want a card, that's great. I would love you to ask me a question. Not a yes or no question, because they're better with... So you can word it something like, say you're not happy in your job and you want to change jobs. You've got something in mind or not. I would ask, what's it look like for you if you leave? Or what steps do you need to take to move on with that job or to find a new job? Or if you're dating two different people, or somebody, and you're wondering if they're the right person for you, I can have a look at that to see if the energy around that person, so the energy around a personal situation. So it will tell me. They will tell me something like that. So yeah, tell me the topic, like exactly the question you want to ask, as long as you're happy sharing. Cool. Things done, completing what I have started. Oh, okay, motivation. The motivation chakra is your sacral chakra, orange. Just letting you know the colour. That's your sexuality, creativity, motivation, the sacral chakra. So there's a bit of a tip in there for you. That's for Alicia. Okay, so how can we help you get more motivated? All right, so the universe wants to guide you and to get more motivation. All right, let's have a look for you. What can you do? Whoop, the cards are upside down. That's right. What can we get you to do to be more motivated? Scroll back to the name so I don't lose it. All right. Get motivated. Okay. Beautiful. All right, so it's showing. I'm getting shown with the cards actually, and I get downloads at the same time. I've got the journey card, so that's about changing location or getting out of an area that's not serving you. So it feels like you're supposed to, whether it's to do with work or where you live, change of scenery will give you more motivation. Yeah, you're getting pulled to be somewhere else. Your energy is definitely getting a bit frustrated where you are, whether it's just you just need to change. Doesn't mean you have to move house or move countries or something, but you just need a change. You might even just want to change the scenery, like they're just showing me even changing the furniture or the style of your house. Like, you know how sometimes been seasonal, people redecorate their house for seasonal, like summer to winter kind of feeling, energies and colours. They're really showing you need to change. And the thing is, I've also got with that the adjacent possibilities card. This one is about looking at things from a different perspective. Like, I think okay. So it's where you feel like you need motivation just to change things about yourself. For example, say, I'm getting a feeling it's to do with your health, like as in maybe some exercise or something like that, moving. Just going to scroll down a little bit. Changing things up and doing things a little bit differently. Just the adjacent possibilities card is showing to maybe think of other ideas or other ways to do that than you normally would. So say you want to get fitter and healthier, well, maybe it's not about joining a gym, which is like, you need a bit of motivation to that. Maybe it's taking a dance class or something different that you hadn't thought of. That's what it's showing me. So to get you more motivated is to think, what do I really enjoy and what do I really like to do? And then try to incorporate what you want to change and get motivated about with that. So if it's to do with work or health or whatever it is, focusing more on what you enjoy about it first. But you definitely need a change of scenery, they're showing me. So because that will help motivate you more. So maybe where you're trying to get motivated is like indoors, so you need to be outdoors, or you just need color around you or something like that. Just if something's not working, you need to do something different. So if you can figure out what that is, that'd be awesome. All right, beautiful. I'm just going to do some because there's so many comments, I'm going to just like scroll up and down and go to where I'm drawn to. So hopefully I get to lots of you today. Amanda asks for career guidance. All right, so more specific would be awesome, so I can give you a more specific answer. So Amanda, I will look out for that. But if you can ask, okay, like, do you want to know if you should stay where you are? If you're thinking of starting an arts degree, I will check if that's the right path for you. So that's how it works. So just tell me specifically what you actually want to know about your career. All right, we'll let you know how this month is going to be. Laura Lee, okay, I can have a just look. In what area would be fantastic, so I can know in what area of your life, like is it to do with work, your family, health, because otherwise you're just getting really, vague answers. I want it to give you as spot on as I can, so I'm going to scroll down the bottom just in case. Remove. Okay, I haven't seen any new ones on the Spirit Readings chat. I'm just checking between both. Okay, so what steps do I need to take to move on with my life and be happy? Antoinette, that's a great question. That's a specific question. What steps do you need to take to move on with your life and be happy? All right. I will do a quick step 1, step 2 outcome, and then I'll go back to the bottom, see if the other ladies answered my question. What steps do I need to take to move on with my life and be happy? Step 1, step 2 outcome for Antoinette Zamet. All right, beautiful. Oh, okay, I don't need to shuffle too much. That's like done. Okay, awesome. All right. All right, so step 1 is the daughter value. This card is about recognizing all the amazing abundance and things you already have in your life, okay? Life isn't, and sometimes people don't like hearing this, but life isn't about what happens to you. Life is what you create. You attract things in your life. So if you're having a lot of bad luck and things are just not well, you're kind of getting in a spin, and then you expect more things to go wrong. You might accidentally be attracting things that you don't want if you keep thinking about them all the time. So if you can shift your focus and try really hard to just think about all the wonderful things you have going on, everything that makes you happy, even if you're just having a really bad time, there's always something to be grateful for. So focusing on that and trying to give only your attention to that. And it's a really hard habit to get into, I totally get it. But if you can just focus on what's great value in your life, that will help change the energy. Okay, the second step is to be grounded. You got the Archangel Michael, the base chakra. That's a pretty hot just drawing of him, isn't it? Is however you want to visualize him. So this is about the base chakra, being grounded. So if you're watching at the start when I did the connection energy, if you did that every day, you don't have to spend that long. You can do it for 20 seconds. Just imagine the light coming in from the top and then the base chakra energy coming up, and that's grounding you every day. That's also how you release. When people say let it go, when you have issues, that's how you let it go. Just imagine everything just flowing out of your body, out through your base chakra, out through your feet into the earth, and it's done. That's it. So getting rid of the stuff that you're holding on to is the second tip. Okay, and then the outcome card was walking away. That's what will happen if you do this. You will walk away from things that no longer serve you. You will have a change in direction. And whether that's beliefs and feelings about yourself or physically leaving a job or relationship, that's what will happen. You'll have the courage and the know-how and the faith to do that. So that's, yeah. It sounds really simple, but it's actually quite tricky. You just need to focus and do consistently, keep focusing on what you're grateful for rather than all the problems that are going on. You focus on the problems, you're just going to attract more of the same. So I wish you best of luck for that, lovely. All right, to scroll down and see. All right, Laura Lou was health and home. All right, so I'll just pick one. So I'm just going to have a look at health. Go back up to here. Here we go. I'd love to know how this month. So what does the universe want you to know about your health this month? Okay, so you said this month, so we'll have a look. What does the universe want you to know about your health this month? I'm going to do present, like what's going on, and then some advice. So we'll do 2 cards. I do whatever I'm told. So sometimes it's 1 card, sometimes I have to pull 3. Just that's how I work with the cards. I do what I'm told. Your higher self is the one telling me what you need. So that's how it works, okay? And it's very much, I get messages about anything. So you can ask about health with me. You can ask about children. You can ask about anything. The universe will only tell you if you're supposed to know. They won't tell me unless I'm supposed to share it with you. That's how it works, all right? And I'm quite confident in my intuitive ability, so I can share any of that I'm shown. They wouldn't tell you anything to scare you or hurt your feelings or anything like that. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So if you want a fluffy psychic, I'm not for you. Everyone gets drawn to the right kind of spirit guidance, okay? So we're not suited, not everyone's suited for everybody. You just go wherever you need to go, whatever you need at the time. All right, what do you need to know about your health this month? What's going on? And then some advice. Beautiful. What are you even worried about your health? Why are you asking? These are like the 2 most beautiful cards in the deck. What's going on with your health at the moment? You're going through the door to personal healing and happiness. Like, you're in a beautiful, beautiful place. And the advice is the cornucopia, which is like the shiniest card in this deck. Just as abundance, and whatever you've been going through, whatever you've been thinking about is just past. Just focus on being happy and abundant, and you're going through some amazing transformational healing. These are beautiful. The cards don't lie. Like, they're very spot on. So I'm really happy for you for that. That's a beautiful energy. You can just relax. Beautiful, beautiful energy. All right. People who are asking what's next for you, give me a more specific. In what area? All right, there's some more popping up on this page, so I'm going to have a look. Okay. Going to where I'm drawn to. I'm not doing general readings today, Fran, honey, on a specific question. General readings take longer, so I have to spend more time and then ask questions and go back and forwards. And when I'm trying to get to as many people as possible, the more specific question, the more people I can help. Oh, okay, I've got Emma Zilko. What steps do I need to take towards a more fulfilling career? Fantastic question, nice and specific. Excellent, excellent. Sorry if it's a bit tricky for people because you might not be used to it, because some people just do general readings. Everybody's different. This is just how I do it. All right. What steps do I need to take towards a more fulfilling career? Okay, beautiful. Just tuning in with the energy. I get goosebumps and jump around and stuff. Oh, okay. All right, that's good. All right, so your 2 steps. I didn't have to pull an outcome card. They just wanted to show you the 2 steps. Step 1, I got the contract card. So this card for a more fulfilling career, this seems to be something more set in stone, like more sustainable. Something where you actually sign a contract and make a deal or join. Yeah. They're actually showing me it's to do with training, and they just showed me to pick the 2 cards together. Okay, so to help with the contract. So this is for you to sign up. They want you to sign up for something spiritual or more rewarding, something that you're aligned with. The Thinking Man card is showing me a male teacher, and he's holding crystal, right? So he's showing me that someone who's spiritually aware, who's awoke, he's connected and yeah. So you need to learn something first, and it feels like it's something to do with a spiritual modality. But it's definitely about signing up and committing to something. So that's the step. A more fulfilling career is you learning how to do something, but you're healing along the way is what they're showing me. But it's definitely a male teacher. If it was a female teacher, the female teacher card would have come up, but it's definitely a man or someone with very masculine energy. So it can be a female that's a very that's gay or has a very masculine, that, you know, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, so they might have more of the masculine energy traits, which is not a bad, like, it's beautiful. We need both, but they just seem more masculine. So this probably is a man, but he's shiny, so that's good. So I'd love to know if you're looking into learning something like along those lines already. Otherwise I might have just given you a big, oh, okay, I'm meant to be doing something shiny, cool, which is like Reiki, energy healing, something like that. Awesome. Oh, Casey, good question. Are you able to tell me why my 12-year-old son is having bad stomach pains in the last 2 days? Okay, I'm just going to connect and tune in for that rather than use the cards. He's been getting him lower rather than higher, because I'm just getting showing lower, so maybe not actually stomach, maybe more intestines. It feels like he's just holding on to stuff like anxiety. Maybe he's having a bit of a hard time with school or work or whatever. I don't know how old he is, but 12-year-old school. He's a bit anxious about some new friends or changes in his classroom or something. It just feels like he's holding on to, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna have a look. I dare say he just needs to, like, you could teach him a bit of a tip on releasing and grounding, which you know I've actually watched a lot of my other videos. So just to release some stuff and let it go, because he's just holding his stuff in his gut. Yeah, that's where it feels like lower. Good, thank you. Yeah, it's not, the stomach is actually just under the ribs, but I felt like his was down in the intestines, like his bowels and stuff. So that's where he's holding his anxiety. So I'll just see if there's anything else he needs to know about that, so you can give him some tips. I don't know if he's open to learning a little bit about, he started high school. Yeah, that's what it feels like. I just saw him standing there with a room of pit, and he feels like everyone's just looking at him, judging, and they're not, but he just feels like they are. So it's just anxiety, honey. I'm not downplaying it either, because that's a big thing. Like, one of my kids gets anxiety and it's hard. So, and I teach her all the stuff, and then she just stubbornly doesn't want to do it. So what else does he need to know about this? Oh, the temple path, beautiful. So it's just that he needs to learn and understand that he's in the right place where he needs to be. See, it's a path and leading up to this temple, and these are like spirit guides. It's backwards, it's hard to do that. The spirit guides watching over him and looking after him. So they've got his back. He's not alone. If he feels like he's alone, like he's not alone. He's surrounded by beautiful support, and he's exactly where he's supposed to be at this time. So he'll be okay. He just needs to learn how to release. Yeah, it's anxiety. That's all. Good. I'm glad he's open. So you're going to teach him some tools about how to ground himself before he goes to school. He can put himself in a bubble to protect himself as well. Like, imagine, like with that connection in the heart, you can imagine that's a bubble to help protect him from any negative energies. And then anyone who gives him crap can it's just like water off a duck's back. It rolls off you. So I'm loving all the hearts, guys. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. And these tips, I know if the reading's not specific towards you, I hope you're learning something, because some of the tips I'm saying to people help everybody. So it's really, and that's why you're here. It doesn't matter, like, you're still getting a message regardless, because the right people find each other at the right time. So you'll all be getting something that you need to know and learn at the same time. All right, I'm going to flick back to the other page and just scroll and randomly choose. Regina, hello, lovely. Long time no see. Just started last week. Oh, okay. I'll pull a card on your business venture if you're still watching. Right, what's the energy around your new business venture? That's a great kind of question for these. What's the energy around? The universe wants to have a look. And then it gives you an idea. Is this good? Should I throw all my eggs in this basket? It helps you walk away with some clarity to understand if this is the right idea for you. The energy look around this business venture. I'm excited for you. New business ventures. Woohoo! Oh, easy. Woman holding coin. That's just like, that's a really good card, energy business card. Like, that explains it all. It's just a woman who knows her stuff, who's good with money, who's abundant, in control. That's really good energy for your business. So there's no worries. You're like, just keep up the good work, Regina. That's amazing. Fantastic energy. You guys are so polite. I love all the messages. Kim's asked, I'd like to know if I will find a new location for your business. So that's a yes or no question. So I would reword that to how can I best find the right location for my business? Because of course you will. It's just how do I do it, or how do I speed it up, okay? So I don't need the cards for that. All right, so for your new business, or for your business, sorry, a new location for your business. All right, so what they're showing me is that sometimes this is also a great tip when you want to buy a new house, or you're looking for someone to move to, all right? You can do this in your home or your business. You just find a spot in your house, somewhere maybe where there's been a lot of activity, like your kitchen or the reception area, whatever it is, whether it's home or work. You can do a bit of a process. It's kind of like a little ritual, a thank you and a goodbye to the place that you're currently in, okay? So you might put your hand on the wall and just close your eyes and just say thank you for the memories and the lessons and the shelter and all the wonderful things it's done for you. Even if you hated that place, doesn't matter. It's at least you had a house, or at least you had somewhere to work, even if things didn't go right. So don't say, even though I wasn't that great, thanks for what you did do. Just focus on the positive. Say thank you so much for everything, but now it's time to let you go so I can move on to bigger and better things. Something like that. You don't have to say it exactly like that, just however you want. You can make a bit of a ritual out of it, light some candles, make a crystal grid, hold a crystal while you're doing it, whatever you like. Just say goodbye and thank you, and say, now I'm ready to let go. I'm letting go of this property and this business or this house. I'm ready to move on. Oh, okay. And that will help you so much. I just got goosebumps. It's a beautiful confirmation, because it's going to resonate with quite a few of you who are maybe looking for someone to move to in any aspect of their life. So that's how you're saying goodbye and detaching. It's like cutting a cord, but in a more productive, like more effective way. So saying goodbye. And then that opens the gates to bring in. So then you'll notice and you'll get drawn to things like you wanted to find a location for your business, Kim. So you'll notice signs of it. Someone will mention somewhere like a business for rent or sale or whatever, or a space or a suburb. And then you think, that suburb, I haven't thought of that suburb. Maybe I'll go look around there. Things like that. You'll just notice the signs will come up because you've detached and let go. So yeah, please go do that. That would be a huge help. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, cool. That's a cool question, Ben. Can I have a card regarding how to anchor heart energy in my life so I can move towards 10 of discs? 10 of discs. Is that, I don't actually use tarot anymore, and I used to call the 10 of discs something else. What's the other name for 10 of discs? But I know what you mean, regardless. You want to move toward, yeah, it's like, well, 10's a completion and moving on in like a really good area in your life. So how can you anchor in your heart energy? Yeah, and move on to the next phase. All right, we're going to do a step. Yeah, we're going to do a step 1 and step 2 for that. How can you, yeah, beautiful. Okay. What you need to do. I'm just seeing a beautiful energy of you sitting in your element, like in a lotus flower, very, very grounded and at peace, which is really nice. All right. Okay, so what they would like you to do, when I say they, I mean, I say they, but it's really your own higher self I'm talking to. Okay. All right, so there's actually showing me the journal, the strategy card, which is the first step. So this card, it can mean different things or different questions, but it feels like, yeah, because I'm really drawn to the quill for writing. They really want you to write a list, write some notes, write a plan of action. What do you actually want to happen? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to create? Writing a letter to your higher self or the universe or your guides of what you want to do. If you might have already done this before, but I'm being very, actually, and they're just showing me at the top corner, I just got drawn to, I don't get drawn to this very often. I don't know if you see that, there's music written on there. So that's saying while you're doing this, to listen to, yeah, 438, I think it is, hertz, as a tone in the background. 438. That's just jumped in my head, so it must be a thing. I can't remember them all off by heart what they mean. But listening to some really uplifting music, something really that has solfeggios or something in the background, while you're doing that, to really connect. Because for you, it's music is very important, Ben, is what they're showing me. Like it's raises your vibration, something that you really connect with. So writing a list of what you want to achieve would be fantastic. Really laying it out, because it helps get all the ideas out of your head onto paper, and then if you want to burn it and send it away, that'd be fantastic, safely. And the other step was, there's things that you feel are holding you back, right? Like they've got the all tied up card, but you're not actually that stuck. They're saying it's things of your own making. You're tying yourself up in knots and giving yourself restrictions that aren't really there. I can't do this because of this, or I can't feel it. You know, when you feel like you can't be, I'll be happier when this happens, when I move, or when I get out of this job, or when I have a relationship, or whatever it is. You can be happy now. You don't have to wait for something to happen to be happy. You create your own happiness. You choose how you react to situations. You can choose to let things get you angry, or you can choose to let it go and just be happy and enjoy the rest of your day. So that's all. Hope that makes sense for you. Right, I'm going to look on this page now as well and see. Oh, good. I love how the time is up there so I can see how I'm going. Fantastic. I've got plenty of time, peeps. Okay. That one's not really updating with any more words, so I'll go over here. So specific questions, lovelies. Stephen, you found me over here too. Awesome, good to see you. All right, what spirit guide is with you at the moment? Well, I don't need the cards for that, I'll just tune in. Okay, so you have, I just saw an image of you sitting there, and I thought the spirit guide was appearing behind you, but you just morphed into them. And I'm being shown that that is because you have been, no, this is a bit confusing, people. We can be everywhere at once, there is no time. And you have been this person before, okay, and the energy in a past life. So the energy of this person, and this is a Maori warrior, okay, so it's a beautiful, big, built, stocky Maori male, and I'm being shown that you were him in a past life. And so his energy is your own knowledge and power. So that's why he's with you, your own knowledge and power that you can tap into. He wants you to understand that you have that because you're just tapping into your own past experience. So he's being cheeky and doing the haka and the tongue thing and all that stuff, which I love. So yeah, I'm not sure if that, if you've already been drawn to, say, New Zealand or Maori energy or movies or that kind of thing, that'd be why. Because it's in your energy field and you've been there before. And that's another area, guys, that I specialise in, is past life healing and release. I don't do regression where I hypnotise you. I haven't learnt that yet, but I do it a different way, where I tune in and see it all for you, and I can fast forward, rewind, zoom in, and I clear them and release them, because it's very important to get the energy out of your system if there's any negative things from those lives that would need clearing to help you move on with this one. But then we also incorporate any amazing skills, talents and memories that would be great from those lives into this one to help you with this life and any future lives. So it's very cool. Okay, right, let's have a look. Next. Where am I drawn? Ooh. Growing. Beautiful. Scanning. I'm just looking at beautiful comments, sorry. Ooh, great question for Janine Brody. Hi, will my new painting business support me financially? Please and thank you. Love the rainbows. All right, painting business support me financially. All right, so that's a yes or no question. So we're going to have a look at, show us the financial abundance energy around your new painting business. And we'll see what comes up with that. I love how spiritually and energetically rewarding this is for you. It's such a great change for you. It's really good. And it's tricky to like dive into something like that, isn't it? Okay. You're being applauded. I'm just seeing lots of claps. So you're being applauded for taking the plunge. How good is that card? Okay. So, yes. Woman holding coin. That's beautiful. So yes, it will, you just have to like, you don't have to do anything, sorry. You're advised to just let go and create. But there's also the business skills in there that are involved. Just learning a bit about being on top of things. But I feel like you already know this. You already have like your own, like you already know how to run your own business, it feels like, or you already have those skills there. So it's not that hard for you as long as your heart is in the work that you're doing. It feels really good. I'm happy for you. So good job. That's exciting. All right. So we've got on the other page, Sarah Murphy. Will meet is my soulmate this year. Awesome. All right. So, soulmates. Bit of a difference between, there's whole lot, you're going to guys want to hear lots of information about soulmates and twin flames and all that kind of stuff. I'm a twin flame myself, and I'm actually with my twin flame, which is huge. And I totally understand the whole deal around it, and we do healings together as well to help people with their self-love, bringing in the right soulmate or twin flame if you have one. Not everybody has a twin flame. There's so many things about it. So soulmates, I just wanted to touch on that for you, Sarah, because soulmates can be anybody, like your best friend, your mother, or a life partner. So I'm going to reword the question, because if I say, will you meet your soulmate this year, it could be that you meet your new best friend. So I'm going to reword that to see, because I also don't do yes or no questions, aren't really helpful in this either. So we want to ask, what can you do? What steps do you need to take to bring in the perfect partner for you at this time? And I'm saying it like that because the perfect partner for you might be a great relationship at the start, but it ends up being a lesson, and that might be the perfect partner for you at this time because there's things you need to learn. All right, so I'm going to ask it like that to see what steps can you take to bring the perfect partner for you, someone you deserve, someone who's good for you. I'm going to add that in, like a good energy. What do you need to do? Because some of us are like, I don't want any more lessons. No. All right. What can Sarah do to bring in the perfect partner for her at this time? Awesome. Wow. Okay, give me a second. There are contracts that need cancelling or renewing, okay, with some people or exes or current, whatever's going on with you, that you need to detach from and disconnect from. I recommend, if you wanted to see someone like me or whoever else you're drawn to, I do theatre healing, and with theatre healing, I help cancel contracts that we've made with people that we no longer need anymore and return soul fragments back to each other, which is very important because otherwise you're carrying around their stuff and they're carrying around some of yours. So for you, your first step is to detach from past contracts that you no longer need to help you move on, past hurts, feelings, and things like that. So I can help you with that. Otherwise, it's a really quick process. It's a bit more effective than cord cutting and things like that. I go up into the theta state. If you can look up theta healing and read about it, or you look at on my website and read a bit about theta healing. That's the most really effective way. Otherwise, you can just do your own version, meditate, whatever you want to do. But there's definitely some contracts with exes and people in your life now that are holding you back from finding the perfect partner from you in that way. Like energetically, it's not anyone else's fault. It's just an energetic thing you can't really control. So we need to get on top of that. The second part is to really understand that you can go with the flow. After you've done that work, go with the flow and understand you're on the right path and you'll meet the right person at the right time for your growth. So the reason you're not meeting anyone at the moment is because you need to tie up some loose ends, and be your own person, to work on yourself and not have any attachment to anybody else. Yeah, that's the main thing you need to do. You will find them. They're there. I feel it. You just got a little bit of work to do first. All right. Awesome. This is so much fun, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really grateful, especially for my first one with you guys. So I hope I get to see some of you back next week. Okay, let's just scroll to see where I'm drawn. Oh, good question, Natasha. What do I need to do to be visible and attract paying clients to me so I can make more money, being of super support and doing what I love? Yeah, awesome. You know how many times I've asked that question when I first started doing this as a job? I was always manifesting, how can I attract more frequently paying clients? Yeah, so I definitely can help you with that. I'm just going to tune in before I use the cards, see if there's anything they're showing me that you're doing or maybe need to unlearn. It feels like unlearning something. Yeah, they're showing me about you putting yourself out there. Oh yeah, you said visible and attract paying clients. Okay, so first of all, I just want to add this as a tip. They're showing me which information to share with you specifically. Know your worth. So, yeah, okay. If you undercharge because you're new or you don't feel that experience, like, people aren't going to take you seriously. So, yeah. It's like to stop when you pay other people for services, like if you go see a friend, not everyone, we don't always expect like a discount for friends and things like that. That's what I'm being shown. So maybe if you'd like to support people that you know in their small businesses and pay them full price, do the same the other way around, because you study, you pay, and people often assume this with psychics as well, that it's a gift and we should be doing it for free. Well, it feeds our family. This is our job and our skill set, and we often spend lots and lots of money on learning and getting better at what we do. Some people are naturally born psychics, and some people learn and they start remembering, which I totally believe. I started doing this when I turned 30. And as I was learning courses and stuff, I was actually realizing that I was doing some of this stuff already and I didn't realize. And that you're remembering things from past lives. If you're interested in a particular area, you've done it before. Okay, so, and then we spend money to get better at what we do. So I can do more in an hour now than I used to when I first started. So then the prices go up, but not too much where it's just ridiculous for people. Some psychics make it ridiculous for people, but that's up to them. So you're getting way more for your money in that hour. So they want to telling you not to undercharge. Yeah, certain people, because then you're putting out the energy of that's all you're worth, is what they're showing me. So I'm just going to pull a card to go with that. I hope that makes sense. And when you're putting prices, it's kind of like explaining that it's the investment for this product or this service is, rather than, I know it costs a bit. You don't go saying, oh yeah, I know, sorry, it costs $100, like saying it like that, because then you're putting it as negative energy on it. It's an investment, it's a positive thing. People will go pay for what you get, what you pay for. And so if you don't charge enough, they're assuming also that you're not that great at what you do. And some people need to charge less when they're first starting until they are more confident, and that makes perfect sense. And some people are happy to give them a go and give them the practice, which is fantastic, and get them going. All right, so I'm just going to pick a card around that area, Natasha, to see what do you need to do. What else do you need to do to attract more clients and be like noticed? Just put a shining light above you energetically to say, look, I'm here. Awesome. All right. Talk about your business from a heart-centered space is what I'm getting. Share your love of what you do. Because you said, actually, I think you said, so you can support and doing what I love. So you love this job, what this business is. So share it, like do live Facebook videos and things like this, talking about your passion. People need to see your face and see you moving, and so they can connect with you and get to know you better. That's way more important. Like some people really need to resonate. If I had people meeting me like this and seeing me talking, is a much better way to get to know me, see my energy, see if they resonate, than if I just posted a whole bunch of talking with a photo of what I'm selling or something. It's not the same. So that's what they're showing me, is putting yourself out there to actually physically be seen and heard, to hear your voice, to see if they resonate with you and your products, and talk about why you love it and why you're passionate about it. That's all you need to do. That's really exciting. I'm happy for you, lovely. That feels good. Oh my goodness, I can't believe an hour has gone already. I need to nick off here because there's other things coming up soon on these pages. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I'd love you to check out my website, or go give my Facebook page some love so I can see all the newbies that have been watching me. That would be just absolutely beautiful. And if I didn't get to read for you today, I'm so sorry, and I will hopefully get to tune in for you next week. I'll see you next Tuesday. Love you.